Hello YouTubers, welcome to another multimeter show. In this video I'm going to show you this recent eBay purchase. It's a Peaktech 2000 DMM. 2000 stands for the model, I think. When I first saw this multimeter on eBay, I tried to Google some information of this meter, but I couldn't found any. I was brought to a Germany website where the company itself still exists today, which is Peaktech themselves. So they still sells test equipment. However, I couldn't find any recorded information in their website about this particular model. So I thought, why not? It looks cool. By the way, I was interested. I was attracted by the colorful binding. Now I know that's quite a stupid reason to buy a meter, but I like multimeter that has certain uniqueness on them, especially what's available from the past. So what you may see in this channel may not be always old. Maybe there will be a newer a new purchase multimeter, but most of the time my preference is always older multimeters, as far back or as affordable as I can pay for it. Yeah. So this is the appearance of the multimeter, the front and back. Let me get the camera focus very steadily. So this phone has the ability to zoom, so I'm going to fully utilize that thing to avoid any you can see myself there, to avoid any glare and disturbance in the viewing, for your viewing pleasure. Yeah, it's quite basic. It's not a I don't believe it's a true RMS multimeter. It's quite basic, and again it's not auto ranging. So you can choose when you buy old stuff. You can choose what's available, friendly or to the pocket. If you like it, you buy it. Yeah. So I believe this came out in the 90s, and I come to discover that this is not an actual Peaktech made multimeter. It was made by another company, and we shall find out that information later on as I'm going to disassemble a bit of this multimeter. So the facial appearance is to my liking. I don't like the newer design whereby you have a smaller bottom and a big top. So those kind of multimeter look funny to me actually, with a curve here. So this is has that boxy looking shape, which I like, and from the pictures that I saw on eBay at the time that I made the purchase, it was pictured like this. So I was really wondering what is that white thing on top. And then when they have several pictures, but never at this position. So I was like thinking to myself whether it's a flashlight, or could it be a volt alert or AC volt alert. So something like that, something that is quite common nowadays in Chinese multimeter. They try to cram up as many features as possible, making the thing cheap as well. Yeah. So when I got the thing, it is it's quite cool actually. When you press this, the display pops out, enabling you to view the meter at any angle of degree, or any degree of angle that you chose. So that's the substitute for not having a tilting stand behind. So when you put it on the bench, and when you want to view it, you just yeah, do that. So but the thing is, the mechanical sound of the angle adjuster quite intimidates me. It sounds like it's gonna break off any day, any time, any moment. So yeah, but not sure. I believe this is from an older perhaps maybe 2000 or before 2000 era. So let's turn on the meter and see. It has some problem. That's the thing when you're buying from eBay, don't expect perfection. If it has any shortcoming or any quirks or any problem, especially mechanical such as switch and battery connector, those things are normal for me to are normal. So I put it to myself to accept thing as it is. So I don't get uh, disappointed as much as if you are hoping, if you are having high expectation of such purchase. Yeah. So yeah, coming back to the display itself. So this is quite nice, and the display itself is quite large. The segmented why is it showing one? Okay, so it's quite large, especially when I age. I'm becoming more appreciative towards bigger, larger segment of LCD display. It's easier to see. And the other interesting thing that I come to appreciate is the readout. So what you position on the rotary selector here also displayed on the display here. So it's like an oscilloscope. It's like a readout features. So currently we are on capacitor nanofarad on the let me zoom in on the 200 range, and if I play, we are on the bigger scale now on the 2 microfarad. So this video is going to be slightly longer, I believe so. I have a hunch that this video is going to be longer because of me, like I like to talk. So we are in resistance range on the 20k, 200k, 2 mega ohm, 20 mega ohm, 200 mega ohm. So yeah, this is the diode. Displays the diode characters, quite large, quite sharp, quite crisp. How do you say that word? Crisp. Yeah. There's a volt, millivolts. This is the 200 millivolt range. This zoom features is quite good. So I'm wondering why I didn't use these zoom features on my phone. So we are on the 2 volts, and it goes to 1000 volt DC and 750 volts AC. I do not know why they blacken the silk screen for the 750 volts. Could be it's not actually. It's supposed to be 1000 volt AC also. That's just a guess. And the HFE half setting there. So also displayed on the where is the good angle? Yeah, this is the good angle. Oh yeah, so displayed also there. Yeah, we are on the amps range, microamp, 200 microamp, and yeah, back to full circle. So it's quite good to have something that is corresponding on the display itself to the pointer, because you can be confused actually whether it's this way or this way, especially if you take apart such a device and try to put it back and then found that you're not sure where is it supposed to point. Yeah, so there's some flaw in the power switch itself, where you notice just now it's having trouble to latch to the power, and there's some problem on the the transistor socket itself. Maybe it's dirt, because I've put a transistor in here to see whatever HFE that's supposed to display. It displays nothing. So yeah, let's get back to the wide angle so you can see my hand moving. So yeah, so it's broke flaw, so no problem, because I have other meters, other device that can be used as a go no go tester for a transistor. we have a socketed port here to use to check capacitor value. And buttons wise, this is the power button, this is the DC and AC mode select. Yeah, it's better to choose this zoom so viewer can see clearly. Yeah, AC, press down, depress up becomes DC. Yeah. So yeah, I think I've rented enough about the could be, this is the year, could be 1997. Yeah, this kind of design I believe is before 2000. That's my hunch. And let's measure something. Enough talking, and let's plug into the post there, and starts to measure AC first. So we're gonna select to 700. No, I think this is 1000 volt setting. So we're gonna measure AC, which is the wall, the mains over here. So I have the yeah, I think you've seen this before. So maybe one of these days, maybe in future I'm gonna get those, one of those voltage reference thing to make the presentable, the video be more presentable and professionally looking or viewing. So yeah, we are on AC. Let's turn on. Yeah, large display, I like it. Large digits, I mean, not the display also as well. Yeah. So so today we are having 237 volts. It depends on it, actually. It fluctuates on a daily basis, depending on the day, the weather, those kind of thing. Yeah. And let's measure DC. So as always, I think you've seen this before in my past video. I'm going to still use my adapter for my guitar tuner, whereby it's positive outside, inside negative. So supposed to, yeah, this is on the 1000 volt range, displaying 10 volts. Let's put this aside. This is on 200 volt range. You see some resolution there. This is on the 20 volt, more resolution. 2 volt, I'm not sure. Yeah, yeah, very good. And let's measure some component. Trying to do this without looking at the camera. Actually, I'm looking at the meter itself, so I'm more focused in explaining the thing. So we're gonna go into diodes because it's next to the volt one. Let's go counterclockwise. So I have here a yeah, 1N4148, a very popular diode used in a lot of application. So this shows this diode is okay. It has a one-way voltage going across. Yeah, very good. The number 2 here, I believe, when you are in diode, supposed to represent the maximum voltage that it emits out when testing such a device. So it's good to have something that you know that that is in detail, and you don't have to get another multimeter and check what's the volt coming out from the terminal itself. So it's shown here, shown there. Very good. Let's go into resistor. So I have one resistor today, so I'm not gonna measure a lot. I know this resistor is close to 100 ohms, and we're gonna measure the resistor. Very close. Yeah, and also on the 200 range, let me if you can see, let me balance the not sure whether you can see or not. Let me bring it close. Yeah, if you can see there, there's a There is another logo there, which I'm sure everyone knows this. Loudspeaker, sound, beep, those kind of universal symbol. So that itself is the continuity check, which shared with the 200 range resistance mode. Also displayed there to show you there's a short. If in case the piezo broken, you can see it's short. So very nice, very not that loud, but okay. Yeah, not that annoying also. Yeah, very good. And we're gonna go into capacitor. As for capacitors, you cannot use this two test lead terminal to check capacitor, because it is clearly indicated on the terminal itself. You can only check volts, resistance, and diode using these two. Yeah, so we're gonna ignore that. We'll take out, and we won't be able to check the HFE function, because of it has some problem. So we're gonna try this. This is a 2200 microfarad. Not sure whether you can measure this or not. So I'm gonna cut the legs to be equal length. No, it does not. So what about 33 microfarad? Not sure whether that's it has a dirty socket inside or not. This is a yeah, this is a 0.2 microfarad. Let's go down the range. Yeah, 0.2 nanofarad is overshoot. Yeah, so yeah, basically, yeah, let's measure this diode, light emitting diode. Let's go to diode range. This kind of probe is annoying actually. You cannot do chopstick kung fu style. So I'm sure the camera can pick up some light there. So yeah, just fine. And I'm going to dismantle this, not fully. So I hope I've done explaining the what's on the front of the multimeter. And on the back, this is the battery compartment. Let's turn off. Yeah, let's dismantle this. Uses self-tapping screw, which I think is a normal those days, cheap kind of meter. This is the dreaded battery, 9 volt. I don't like 9 volt powered multimeters, because they are quite expensive to maintain, not very economical, because I have a few multimeters that I bought that uses 9 volt. So I'm resorting to 1 or 2 9 volt on hand and rotating them around. So yeah, it's something that is not avoidable, I think, back in the day, because most of the component used to make multimeters require higher current than today. So it's obvious that the instrument, a handheld instrument back then, has to resort to a 9 volt in terms of space saving and those kind of thing. Nowadays it's not a problem. Most of the good multimeters nowadays can operate with maybe 2 or sometimes 1 AA batteries. Yeah, so let's stop talking and open the unit up and look at the inside. So the enclosure screws Also, it's not a machine screw, so it's machine to is screwed onto the plastic, which you have to be careful when disassembly and assembling the thing. So this is the internal. There's a shield there, and there's a how do you say that word? It's a flip on this side to be able to be touched on this spring here as a ground and as a shielding. So this is the appearance of the multimeter. Yeah, quite component pack. Not sure whether there's an indicator of date or something there. However, I did find a clue that that reveals this meter is made by someone else. Who is that someone else? Is UNI-T. So let me show you the proof. Under the never mind, you can't see it on the under the sponge that are there. It's UNI-T. So another proof is here when you see that UNI-T. So when I received this multimeter, I went online and searched UNI-T, and it's quite an effort to find what model is this from. So I later found out the UNI-T model, the original model is a UNI-T UT2002 series, and this multimeter also is badged as HGL as well. And no, I'm gonna put it back together. Yeah, HGL. Extech also rebadge the UNI-T itself, and this fuse is a fuse in use, not a spare fuse. If you can see it just now, yeah. So while I'm putting back this together, this is going to be the towards the end of the video, where I end this video. So it's normal back in those days, because it's cheaper to rebadge other brands, and you can request some special layout or font or color scheme. And I think this was before UNI-T choose the red color as their main color that we know today, because as far as I can remember, I only can remember UNI-T, the red color associated with UNI-T. So this was, I think, before they decided to choose a color to associate with their brand. So this, I believe this is an very old model. Again, probably before 2000, year 2000, 90s, that time could be. Yeah, so this is a despite the disappointment of not finding out that this is not a made in German multimeter based on the research prior receiving the multimeter, I'm not that disappointed, because I didn't pay too much for this multimeter, around 15 plus shipping. So around 25 USD in total, including shipping. So it looks cool to me. Yeah, the LCD is so shiny, you can see me behind the camera. So I think that's it for today. This video, just another random stuff to update the channel, and to let you know that I'm okay. Sorry for the long hiatus. There's I think I owe a repair video, part 3, for that what's that that acoustic amp in a few videos before. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day, and bye bye.